Everybody and their mama online says to start a side hustle. But what if I told you that most side hustles actually don't make you wealthy? They just keep you busy. You see it everywhere. People juggling 2, 3, even 5 side hustles at a time. But yes, they make extra money, but very few build wealth. The truth is, the side hustle depends entirely on you. And since it's not a business, it doesn't grow if you're not there. And at that point, it turns into a second job. So today, we're breaking down how most side hustles don't actually build wealth, and more importantly, how you can change that today. And after each of the reasons, I'll give you an action step so that you can start right now. The reality of side hustles. They're all marketed as the ticket to financial freedom. And while some of that is true, the reality is that financial freedom doesn't come from a paycheck. It comes from systems. And the average person starts a side hustle to escape their job because they don't like their boss. But in reality, it just creates another one. Think of some side hustles like Uber Eats, DoorDashers, and even online resellers. That's their extra income, yes, but it's not leverage. And as you know, leverage is what builds you wealth. Because the moment that you stop working, the money stops too. The key lesson for this point is the goal is not more hours, it's ownership and how you take control. Reason number 1, the lack of scalability. Most side hustles never scale because they're all dependent on one person's 100% effort. Let's say that you're baking cookies, cleaning houses, or even editing videos. Your income is capped by your time. And I'm not saying that those side hustles are bad, you just have to be strategic with how you spend the time doing that. Here's the shift. Wealth comes from assets that multiply your time. And I know what you're thinking, Josh, what does that mean? This means number 1, turning your skills into a course. Record it one time and then have it paying you later on. Number 2, hiring help to fulfill the services. This means having people help you deliver work to your clients so it's not dependent all on you. Or even automating your sales by selling some type of digital product. And yes, I get it. No one is working for free out there, but sometimes scaling back on your income or profits is worth it. That means the client's happy, you're happier, and that means that you scale faster. That means control the controllables. You can't scale hours, but what you can scale is systems. Reason number 2, poor financial planning. Let's be real, most side hustlers spend faster than they earn. And honestly, I can't blame a lot of hustlers out here because it's just human nature. We like to feel like we're accomplishing. And that's the reason that a $500 a weekend profit turns into a treat yourself moment or a vacation trip. And instead of spending that money and splurging on yourself, then add that money into a savings account. And the difference between a hustler and an investor is a hustler spends their profits, and then an investor repositions their profits. The thing is having a financial plan means that you know where all of your money is going before it hits your account. The rule of thumb for me is don't start spending your profits until your business is able to fund itself. An example of that is I haven't started spending my profits yet because I still have to fund my business each and every week. But you should budget your business income and set aside some for taxes. Reinvest 30 to 50% of the profit so that your business grows. Think of marketing, automation, or long-term assets. Wealth doesn't come from how much you make. It comes from how much you keep and what compounds. And if you're interested in getting coaching services for your financial plan for your business, shoot us an email at contact@mtmediaco.com. Don't worry, the email's in the description below. And once you reach out, I'll see what I can do personally for your business. And also, I realize that the breakdown of this is a reality check, but I must emphasize that it's also a roadmap to financial freedom. So if you haven't committed yet, let's go ahead and change that right now. And once we're committed, I'll keep giving you videos that you can take action with right away so that you no longer feel stuck. All right, let's get back into it. Reason number 3, the wrong mindset. Most people approach side hustles like a sprint with quick money. And because they want that quick money, they're not thinking about long-term positioning. And that mindset just kills growth. You can't build wealth with a microwave mentality. When you look at the most wealthiest entrepreneurs, they think in long-term. They don't think about quick wins. Entrepreneurs build brands, not gigs. And they also build systems and not side jobs. If you're building for the future, you have to start asking yourself this: can this survive without me? And also ask, can this compound over time? That's the difference between working between cash flow and building financial freedom. Reason number 4, market saturation. And look, I understand that some of these points can be a little bit offensive, but I'm just telling you the truth. When I first started my career, when I first started my business, I had to learn a lot of hard truths too. And it doesn't mean that I was a bad person. It just means that I needed to adjust my future. Most of the side hustles that I see just don't make sense. There are millions of drop shippers, affiliate marketers, and resellers that are online, and they're all fighting for the same market and a very few dollars within that niche. The market share isn't broken, it's just very crowded. Instead of chasing trends, think about niches with real demand and low supply. And then also look for problems that aren't solved yet. Every single day that you wake up and walk in public, just think about problems that can be solved. Could this be in your workplace, your city, or even your industry? Because believe it or not, that's where the next opportunity lies. You don't need to be a loud hustler. You just need to think more strategically. Reason number 5, the lack of business skills. This last reason, you need to turn your volume up because this is the core of your business. And besides knowing your why into your hustle, you need to understand the core financial fundamentals. A lot of people are great at the work that they do, but they're not great at business. A few things that you need to get really good at are the following. Number 1, how to price properly. How do you know if you're profitable or not, or if you're able to pay yourself a salary? Number 2, negotiate with confidence. Read some books on negotiation or watch some random videos for some experts that are teaching you the game. And number 3, read a simple profit and loss statement. Money Talks Media can help you price appropriately and teach you how to read a profit and loss statement. But within a P&L, that shows your revenue, your expenses, and your profit. And that is what most big dog companies use to grow their enterprise. But a lot of hustlers I know skip branding, avoid marketing, and undercharge because they're afraid of losing clients. The key difference is if you're providing more value than the price that you're charging, clients will stick around. And if you want your side hustle to grow, learn the skills that scale it. Everything from sales to storytelling to automation and delegation, because every business bottleneck is a skill gap in disguise. Now we're wrapping this up into how to turn a side hustle into real wealth. Number 1, pick something scalable. Focus on systems that grow beyond just your own 2 hands. Number 2, automate and outsource. If it's repetitive, it's replaceable. That means hiring experts or freelancers to help you get the job done. Because if that's their core niche or their focus, then they're gonna do a really great job at doing that. And when they do a great job, your clients or customers will see that. Number 3, reinvest with purpose. Use profits to build long-term assets, not short-term flips. And number 4, track performance. Review your results monthly. Look at dashboards, any information that's readily available to you. Measure revenue, time, and return. Wealth comes when your side hustle evolves from a gig to a growth engine. At the end of the day, your side hustle shouldn't just keep you busy. It should buy back your time and pay you later on in life. And that's the difference between survival income and scalable wealth. And remember, side hustles don't fail because of lack of effort. They fail because of a lack of systems and structure. And in this video, you now have the tools to fix that. But with Money Talks Media, let's keep the real conversations alive. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.